Summer is in full swing, and if you don't know yet, Hoboken Splash Pads is the family fun place to be. What's up, guys? It's Jeff Bonk with the HBB Group, and we are super excited to have been able to serve thousands of clients over the past 10 years here in Hoboken, and we just love making videos about our community. Today, we're going to take you through some of our favorite splash pads here in Hoboken. We take our kids there all the time. We see friends there. We have a great time at these places, cooling off in the summer. So let's go. We'll go through some of our favorite here and give you an idea of what's available in this awesome community. All right, let's start with one of our favorites, Froggy Park. It's actually called Tom Olivieri Park, but we've come to name it Froggy Park due to the frog-shaped sprinklers that highlight this park to begin with. A couple key features about this park that really make it our favorite. Number one, you'll notice it's super shaded. So in the summertime when that sun is hot and the kids have been playing outside all day at camp or whatever they've been doing, sometimes it's nice to get them to a shaded area. It's contained, there's walls, there's trees. It's almost tucked away so well that so many people don't know this park even exists, which is another great thing. It's not usually overly crowded. Along with that, Trader Joe's is right across the street. So if you want to have a little picnic, a little snack, it's very convenient right there. And there's also this awesome big gate in front that kind of keeps everything contained, keeps your kids safe in one place. There's slides, there's playgrounds, there's splash pads. And the one thing I will tell you, this water is always, for some reason, very, very cold. So know that ahead of time. Come here on super hot days is your best bet. Next up is Columbus Park. Columbus Park is not only one of the largest parks, it's also one of the most centrally located parks. So unlike Froggy Park that's kind of tucked away, this is a place you'll come and see all of your friends, people in your class, the kids, schoolmates. This is one of those kind of centralized hangouts here in Hoboken. The splash pad was redone within the last 2 or 3 years, so it's really cool. There's all these fountains that shoot all over the place and the kids run from one to the next one. There's usually like a taco truck or a couple food trucks that are set up in and around the park. The park's huge with basketball courts, a pavilion, all the jungle gyms and kind of slides that kids are looking for as well. And the one tip we'll give you on this one is make sure you bring water shoes or some really well-fitting sandals here. There's concrete all over the splash pad area. It gets wet, gets hot, gets slippery. It's always good to have the kids with something on their feet during the time they're playing in this splash pad specifically. But it's super cool, great location, one of the bigger ones in town and one of the newer ones in town. So it's definitely worth checking out this summer. Our next stop is Elysian Park. Elysian Park is one of the most beautiful parks in Hoboken. It's right on the waterfront in a great uptown location. The splash pad here, however, is a little simpler. It's smaller, it's a little older, but it's a great park with a lot of great character. There's some really mature, beautiful big trees here. Your steps from the waterfront where there's a frozen yogurt shop, where there's Amanda's Bananas, food trucks always set up at Pier 13, and just the beautiful waterfront itself. There's dog park here, 2 different kids' playgrounds, a basketball court. So this park really has something for everybody. It's a great location just to come cool down, real simple after camp or after school. And when those really hot days and you're trying to stay out of the sun, just like Froggy Park, well shaded, this is one of your stops. Next up is Madison Street Park. Madison Street Park has also been redone within the last few years, but the cool thing they did here is they really introduced a lot of bright colors, a lot of cool new features. They have the buckets that dump, kind of fill up and then dump on the kids' heads that kids absolutely love. Waiting, letting the water dump on their heads. And it's a cool place for some great photos, some great time to hang out and just enjoy like a little bit of a different vibe from the park. Not just your traditional kind of old school looking traditional park. It's got a lot of vibrancy to it and a lot of kind of unique characters to it. Great park and splash pad to check out this summer. All right, and last but not least is the brand new, now largest park in Hoboken, the Northwest Resiliency Park, almost 6 acres. This park, forget the splash pad's great, but this park has everything. Brand new manicured areas, great lawns that has courts or fields. Everything you want is right here in Northwest Resiliency Park, and the splash pad's awesome too. The cool thing here is everything's brand new. There's not a lot of shade here, so there is a lot of sun. Make sure your kids are sunblocked up, have one of their awesome rash guards on, or it's later in the day where there's not too much sun out anymore. But this park has a lot of cool things to come unwind after a long day. Check out the splash pad and all the other things that this park offers. All right, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed a little tour around Hoboken, some of our favorite splash pads, some of the best things that we love doing with our kids on those hot summer days when we're here in town. And it's just one of the many things Hoboken has to offer. In the summertime, streets are clear, there's a lot of parking, restaurants, there's not a lot of reservations, so it's a great time to come into town or stay in town, come look at some places that you're potentially looking at renting or buying. This is the time to do it when there's not a lot of people here and you can enjoy some of these awesome amenities without a million people all over the place. So guys, have a great summer. Hope you enjoy this. Check out some of our other content to learn more about this awesome town that we call home, and we'll see you on the next one.